Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Bear Brown. Thanks for coming to my garden channel. Today I'm going to talk about my rainwater collection system. Now, I started this system probably maybe 7-8 years ago. It's been a long time, so I don't have any footage of how I set this up, but I'm going to show you some things, and maybe if you are thinking about having a water system, you want to make one, or if you want to add some things to it, some more ideas, because I added some things over mine, because I started out with just 3 drums, and I got those drums from a food shipping company, and they I think I paid $20 for each barrel. So I started out with 3, and then I ended up getting 3 more over a period of time. But I'm gonna show you my rainwater system and see. All right, so like I said, I got 6 drums. I started out with 3, then I added 3 more over time. So that gives me about 330 gallons of water, which is pretty neat. All right, now here's the first thing I had to get, other than the barrels, but I had to cut into my gutter. And when I looked at this several years ago, a lot of people said it didn't work that well, but it works fine for me. So I had to cut into the gutter, and then I drilled the hole so that I can connect my pipe, so when it rains, the rainwater goes inside, and like I just, they're filled up. Now you look down at the bottom, it has sediment there. So I'm glad I have these containers where I can open it up, and then I can clean it when it's time for me to do so. So every year or so I may go ahead and clean it. But the thing I had to do, I had to drill the hole in the bottom, because at first I wanted the 55-gallon drums from the soda companies, but I could not get any. So they had the bungs here. All you had to do is insert your PVC pipe, and then if you decide to do a manifold system, which I'll talk about in a second, then all you had to do is insert it. But due to the fact that you can't clean the inside of those, like open up the can like I just showed you, I'm glad that I had these barrels here. All right, so what I did after I drilled a hole and I stuck my PVC pipe in, I had to seal it. So I use Flex Seal. This works. So if you see, I don't have any leaks. I don't have any leaks because of this. Now, when you apply this after you put your fittings in, all you have to do is, of course, turn the barrel upside down and spray this all over the pipe, and then let it sit for 24 hours. After you let it sit for 24 hours, then you will go ahead and apply it again. I did this 3 days in a row to make sure that I didn't have any leaks. So the next thing you want to keep in mind is that for strong pressure, when you open the ball valve, you want to make sure you have at least 2 cinder blocks, so that gravity will help with the water flow. That's a strong water flow right there, because of being on 2 cinder blocks. Now the next thing, and I didn't do this at first, I probably did this with one coupler, but I went back last year, because these are kind of newer. I went back and I put couplers on each one. I put a ball valve, and then I put a coupler, because if I need to work on this barrel, all I have to do is shut this off. So now I just cut the water off, and then when I unloose this, then I will only lose water from this barrel. So that helped me out a lot, because when I used to have to work on the barrels, like I had to clean them like I just showed you with the sediment in there, then I had to lose all this water, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So I came up with the idea to put in the ball valve, then a coupler, ball valve, then a coupler, and that helped out with that. Now with the manifold system, just right here, PVC pipe, when the water goes into this barrel, once it goes over that hole down there, then all of the barrels will start getting water. So the water will come out and go into this manifold, and then it'll shoot up into this barrel. When it gets about the same height, then the water will trickle down out here, and they'll fill up about the same level at the same time. So if I look, I got the water at the same height now, and when it rains tomorrow, it'll fill up all the way. So that was another important step that I had to do, and it came out pretty nice. And just think about it, you know, when it rains and your plants are outside, you know that your plants, they love the rainwater. And so what better way to trap all this water? And so when I do need to water my plants, my garden, then I can do that. Now I have the wood chips down. I put that down last year, and I noticed that I didn't have to water as much, but you never know, this still may come in handy. I remember we had a bad storm, and then we didn't have any water, and everybody was complaining we don't have use of water. But I had all this water, so I could go and flush the toilet. Just come out here, get a 5-gallon drum, and 5-gallon bucket, and then go ahead and flush. So it comes in handy, and not just with the garden. So this was a great investment. And just think about it, I'm saving all that money that I could be watering my garden from my house using that water, but I don't have to worry about anything that's in it. And when I want to, if I want to do compost tea, which I've done that in the past, I don't have to wait 24 hours, let it sit out. I got my rainwater, then rainwater, compost tea, man, the plants are gonna grow big time. All right, so this was just my way of showing you my water collection system. And if you have a water collection system, if you want to add some of those features that I did as of late, so just to make sure that I can work on one of my barrels, or if I didn't want to lose the water, that was a good idea to put the ball valve and then have the coupler, the uni coupler in there, so that I can just work on that. So that is gonna wrap up my video for today. But if you have any questions about having a rainwater system connected to your house, the rain gutters, just drop a line and I will respond to your comment. And just let me know if you have one, if you use it the same way, or if you had the ball valves in between each section, which, like I said, is instead of losing all that water, you don't have to worry about it. Just turn the ball valve off, and then you just work on that particular barrel, get it back up and running, and you'll be good to go. All right, this is Bear. Take care. Bye.